customtacticals.com. The knife we're looking at is a Buck Strider 880 SP. This is the first Buck Strider collaboration that came out, and this is the full-size Buck Strider with a spear point blade. It's got sort of a bead blast and satin finish to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's sort of a combination bead blast satin. Almost like they did a really light bead blast over the satin finish, because you can see those satin lines on the hollow grinding there. Alright, single-sided thumb stud, so a little rubber thing around it. I can't get it to focus. Oh yeah, there, so you can see the Paul Bose stamping there on the ATS-34 steel blade. Really thick liners on this one, unlike some of the SNG Buck Strider ones, like the Tyrannies and stuff like that, or the other one that I reviewed, which has an extremely thin liner. These ones are beefy, and actually are sort of they're a good example of Strider quality, actually, even though it's a buck, and that's kind of a nice thing. And these ones usually are though they're discontinued now, but you can usually snag these guys for $100 or maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the situation or the condition. And for that kind of money, these are fantastic folders. A little bit tough on the pockets because of the rough G10 here, but the pocket clip's big. Not a deep carry pocket clip, unfortunately, so you do get about an inch of protrusion. Very typical Strider shaping on the back here. Of course, the liners are titanium. This knife is pretty big. I believe the blade is 3.5 or 4 inches on this one. I can't remember exactly, but it's a good size. Comparing these to the the Strider GB and Strider AR, quality isn't quite as good, and obviously not quite as thick. The the Striders have much thicker scales, and the liners are also slightly thicker on the Striders. It's not just the one thing. Both of them are thicker. The blade's also thicker, of course. Just overall, they're just a little bit more overbuilt. But this is probably, in my opinion, one of the better built Buck Striders out there. So since they're not available anymore, it's not that easy to get one. But I'm sure you can always find someone willing to sell it. Yeah, Buck Strider 880 SP for spear point. Hope you enjoyed the review.